Thank you, Mr. President. My delegation thanks the Special Rapporteur on her thought-provoking report on contemporary form of slavery, including its causes and consequences. At the present time, 35.8 million people experience deprivation of the right to be free from slavery in all its numerous forms. According to the ILO data, 5.5 million of the 20.9 million persons in forced labor are children, with up to 15% of those working in supply chains. However, there are many other forms of slavery which go beyond the exploitation of forced labor and the supply chain. A great number of people, many of whom are minors, are also forced into prostitution and to become sex slaves. Women are forced into marriage or sold for arranged marriages and bequeathed to relatives of their deceased husbands without any right to give or withhold their consent. There are also persons, minors and adults alike, who are made objects of trafficking for the sale of organs, for recruitment as soldiers, for begging, for illegal activities such as the production and sale of narcotics, and for the disguised forms of cross-border adoption. The task of the international community is to recognize that we are facing a global phenomenon which exceeds the competence of any one community or country. And in order to eliminate it, we need a mobilization comparable in size to that of the phenomenon itself. National and international efforts should be committed to prevention, to victim protection, to the legal prosecution of perpetrators. The many efforts of the Catholic Church, especially on the part of women religious communities, to counter the modern form of slavery could be used as a best practice for other institutions and agencies. Mr. President, we must overcome the globalization of indifference, transforming it through a renewed sense of solidarity and fraternity.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.